crazy, as many of you know. And so it seemed only fitting to make a movie showing how crazy I can actually be. The movie that I made was low budget, homemade, hardly any effort put into it. And it was called The Insane Squad. First started out as 3 movies, and then the Christmas special, and then it spun off into a whole series. And I think the time is right for me to, since the series is finished, to overview it and look back on what it is as a series. Now, I won't necessarily be judging this episode by episode. I mean, I will, but I won't be judging it like episode. I'll just be judging what is in the episode, not the whole storyline and what happens frame by frame. And I will be doing this in parts. First part, which is the part you're watching right now, will be about the first 4, so the first 3 ever made, and then the Christmas special, and then the next part will be the whole next sequels to the original. I do consider the Christmas special to be an original because of how the series is split up. So yeah. Starting off with the first Insane Squad. This one was just inspired by a single video. But what's interesting about this one is that it had a lot of character to it. It really added a lot of character to me as a filmmaker, and really started to kick things up for me. And it was a really good film. It was random, but I think it was a pretty good start to the series. Because if the series started out anyway else, I don't think the series would have taken the same path that it did today. So, to conclude with that episode, it's an interesting watch, but it's slow-paced. Very slow-paced, kind of not cut real well. I mean, it's the most well-edited one of my series, that's for sure, but it's not the best. But give it a watch. It's bad, I tell you straight out, but it's still pretty fun to watch. Now to the second one, The Insane Squad 2, Cattails. This is when I introduced Ilsa, my real cat, and she's not here at the moment. But she would be through a couple of the episodes, but wasn't in most of the new episodes because I wanted to introduce new ideas besides the cat. But I did mention her a couple of times. But we're sticking with the first 4. So, second one, Cattails. This basically was about me losing a cat and then accusing random things. And it was a jumbled up mess. It was really up. Not much to say about this one, but it's slow and it's not as good as the first one. So, yeah. Now the third one, The Insane Squad 3, Crazy Hero, sorry. I think that's what it was called. Yeah, Crazy Hero. This one introduced a lot of things that would carry out for the rest of the series. It had the undecided tone that really went out for the rest of the series. And this is the original 3, so you gotta remember that. And this one was basically about me winning a prize and then not getting it. That's really just the basic storyline. Again, really not much to say about this one. A really interesting watch. It's slow and it's certainly the most irrelevant in the series. It really is. It's the most irrelevant. You can skip this one, but if you wish to watch it, you can. But just letting you know, it's dull and really boring, straight out. Now on to the fourth one, most important installments of the series, Crazy Christmas Blues. Now this one had an element in it that really struck the rest of the series, as I might say. It was the sock, which I don't know why I put that in, but I felt like it would be fun. And I also introduced talking animals, which was something which I sometimes do. But it was a good episode. It had a lot of character to it. It really did. And it's dull again, because the first 4 are kind of dull, but this one at least was kind of more hyped up than the last one. And it's one of the most relevant installments. And you can watch this one one straight out. I didn't cut anything out of these. These are true films. They aren't cut, they aren't extended, anything. But yeah, this one is interesting, and it would be a good watch if you wanted to watch it, but you don't necessarily have to watch it. But it's a good one to introduce you to the series. But yeah, so to conclude, it's a nice film, but it's just another improvised movie made without a whole lot of effort. Certainly turned out a lot better than I expected.